Hey, everybody. I'm in a great mood today because I finally shelled out the money for a Chat GPT subscription so that I can just really take advantage of it. And the AI stuff just fascinates me. Yeah, I used it a lot the last couple of months, and I just started dabbing into the like image creation part of it, right? And it does okay, right? I noticed that it does really well with fantasy stuff. Like, you've probably seen it. Like it does good. And I decided to have a little fun. So I was like, okay, well, draw me a picture of some crazy looking dude eating pancakes off his head. Bam, does that pretty good. Okay, draw some pogo stick with some dude's head on it and he's bouncing in a field of baked beans. Boom, no problem. But when I ask it to create an image of a residential solar application, or hey, show me a house with solar on it in a rural setting, this is what I get. And when I tell it to redraw, I get this. And what's a common theme here? I mean, other than the ladder kind of floating against nowhere and all these other weird little ticks that the AI seems to drop in sometimes. You notice that in both images, it puts people on top of the modules. Now, why does it do that? Because AI is a learning tool. It scours all resources and comes up with what it thinks something should look like. So it thinks that this is normal behavior of people walking and sitting and kneeling and standing on solar modules. And so how did it get there? Well, because we had images like this and this and this and this and this. I don't know what the hell this guy is doing. And images like this and this and this. And the list goes on. You could find hundreds of images of people abusing these modules. And I don't care what the module manufacturers say. This is bad. I challenge you to find me one scientific, peer-reviewed document, research paper, study that says it's okay to walk on modules. Matter of fact, they say to the contrary. And here's a cool little video that NREL did just to kind of drive this home, where they show somebody kneeling on it and then standing on it and then having some fun and bouncing on it. And you see what happens to the module. Now, what happens? Well, you start getting all these micro cracks. And all these other scientific peer-reviewed studies point to micro cracks as a cause mostly of power reduction. That's, for some reason, that's what they focus on. But in all fairness, they're looking at the manufacturing process. However, some of them dive deeper, and there's other things that they mention outside of that, like field installation or improper handling. Right? And so the micro cracks not only cause degradation in module production, they can also cause fires. And we already have enough issues with PV-related fires with the number one cause of fire, and that is the connectors. Improperly crimped connectors because people don't know what they're doing, or using the wrong type of connectors. And I've been saying it for years. Just because they click does not mean they're compatible. Those are what's causing fires. This is adding another area that is eroding consumer confidence in our industry. And I'm going to push back a little bit and blame the module manufacturers for this, because in their marketing material, they're showing blasting pieces of ice at it. Or I recall a Solar World event they had up in Oregon many, many years ago when I was at SMA, and they showed an SUV driving over one of their solar modules. They had it up on this little ramp, and everybody's like, yay, yay. And I'm looking like, okay, I probably wouldn't do that. All right. And scientific, peer-reviewed field studies show that is a bad idea. Now, companies that do really cool work using drones and FLIR and all this other imaging technology, they can point to exactly which module in an entire array has these micro cracks. Module level monitoring is a great way to find these cracks. Now, it will show a reduction in production, compared to the surrounding modules, that's another great thing that module level monitoring does. Yeah? And so while I'm crapping on module manufacturers, stop calling them panels. They're modules, as in module level power electronics or module level monitoring. If you have a different opinion than what I have about walking on top of modules, I would love to hear it. Peace.